Those buses are now a piece of junk. It's a good thing I avoided that and took an Orion OG Hybrid instead. Much more comfortable than these pieces of garbage. Well, anyway, what are we gonna say now? Oh yeah. Hey guys, Alex here in Toronto's ever-changing Liberty Village neighborhood, and as you just saw, I was zooming out. So the street signs there at Dufferin Street and Liberty Street. It's a Sunday afternoon, civic holiday long weekend, August 6th, 2023. It is just after 3:30 p.m. It's also the day after the Caribbean Carnival and the Grand Parade, which took place just across the bridge from here at Exhibition Place. So yesterday, this area was a madhouse, like the specific area. And as I've mentioned before in other videos, oh, there goes the 504A. Gotta head on to King Street, which is a couple blocks north of here. But the Caribbean Carnival happens on the civic holiday long weekend. It's pretty much the biggest and busiest event for the city, as it attracts a lot of Americans and even people from around the world celebrating Caribbean culture. Now, as much as I love the culture and enjoy celebrating it, of course, the very huge crowds are not for me. I mean, I did scout the area on Friday, but Saturday, that was a no-no for me. So I just went downtown instead. Even my dad warned me against going there. But it was just a normal Saturday there. Nothing too crazy. But anyway, hope everyone in Canada is having a great long weekend so far. So again, this is the Liberty Village neighborhood. It used to be a very industrialized part of town with they used to have a lot of factories and old warehouses, but over the decades they have like slowly declined. But for the most part, the city has kept a lot of old buildings. Like they preserved them, and they've opened up studios, offices, businesses inside. And fun fact, this is a neighborhood where young people like to start out their careers, pretty much around here. And further up are some condos that were built in the last 10 to 13 years, as I hope I don't get a copyright match from this music they're blasting. Probably the same music they were playing yesterday. Or actually, I think there might be still a couple events going on around here. And there's the Carpet Factory and Fraser Avenue. I think behind the respite site is the Alan A. Lamport Stadium and Park. And unfortunately, there's a couple of tents there. And look south. We're a bit west of downtown Toronto. But there's the CN Tower. Again, a long time ago, before all these condos even existed, you could get a clear view of the skyline, and obviously that's no longer the case. And this area may seem familiar to you when we go up near Strawn Avenue, and that's because I filmed a walking video along Strawn on Friday. So yeah, I was in this neighborhood. But despite that, I filmed a walk around the Liberty Village neighborhood back in February. I wanted to dedicate this video to just Liberty Street. It's long, and a lot of the most interesting buildings can be found along here. So most of all the old warehouses, industrial buildings are all made of brick. Like pretty much everywhere you look, which, you know, of course adds like a touch to it. There's the Lamport Stadium. I think he was the mayor of Metro Toronto in the 1950s, or was he the premier of Ontario? Oh, this is where the oldies radio station Zoomer Radio is, right here. And another busy day for me. I filmed 2 bus rides. One was actually on the same Nova hybrid unit, 7002. I rode on last night on the 33. And then I, of course, took the 929 down here. How else would I have gotten here anyway? Normally, I'm not keen on the Dufferin buses because, as I mentioned before, they're extremely crowded, especially on weekdays. But on weekends, it's actually not so bad at all. And I'll tell you a little bit of a story right now. There's a female driver who's operating 1129 on the 929. I saw her laying over. Well, actually, she was dropping passengers off first. I mean, I got a quick video of it, and then for about 10 minutes she was like laying over. But because she's a female driver, I knew that she was probably going to engage with. I knew she was going to engage. Yeah, it is a squirrel, but she's just too far, and also that fencing is blocking it. Oh, and there's BMO Field, pretty much where all the events of Caravana were held yesterday. Let's go over to the other side because there's no freaking sidewalk here. But anyway, yeah, as I was saying, I knew she would actually talk to me because she's a female operator, and the females, they're most likely to be harassed, assaulted on the job. So as the bus pulled up, she didn't open her back door, so I was forced to go to the front. And then she asked me as I stepped on, I was like, "Is there any reason?" She was like, "Is there any reason why you're taking pictures of the bus?" In my head, I was like, "Are you one of these idiot drivers that tell us that you cannot be taking pictures or filming inside or off the bus?" But as I told her, I was a bus fanatic, and she said, "Oh, okay. I was just curious." It sounded like she had the voice of a typical Karen, like when she asked me that. But in the end, she was really friendly, and I was glad to have another conversation with an operator who's pretty much dedicated to being a bus driver. And those are the people I definitely respect, especially when they are very welcoming to us transit enthusiasts, right? So yeah, she was quite curious, and she did tell me that there are a lot of bus fanatics out there like me. So maybe by any chance you're seeing this, I don't know if you ever watch my channel, but thanks for a great conversation. Thanks for your understanding, and keep doing what you keep being a bus driver. Hey, there's a fire truck here, probably driving around. I don't know why, but there's the Liberty Market building. But anyway, very nice female driver. I don't think I've had much conversations with female drivers before. But people like her definitely need to get the recognition that, they're going out of their way to get people to their destination safely. Right, there's a GO train. And she asked me, "Do you have a license?" I was like, "No," and she said, "Well, maybe you could drive a bus." And I obviously told her no because it's a stressful job. And of course I was telling her how I've always enjoyed riding buses since I was very little, especially the OG hybrids. They're my favorite. And I told her how I hate the Nova Arctics now. But yeah, I filmed another ride on that route. This time was all the way down, and of course it didn't really take too long because it's a Sunday, and as you know, the 29 or both Dufferin buses, they're actually the busiest bus routes in the city. It's increasingly overcrowded. Dufferin Street desperately needs a physical facelift. It needs priority lanes. But weekends, it's really not so bad. I'm assuming yesterday was a very, very busy day for that route because of Caravana, and they were adding extra service on that route. I actually heard there were a couple of other buses from other divisions helping on, including buses from Queensway and Wilson. Ironically, those buses from both divisions, they used to actually run on Dufferin. Well, not the divisions, but the buses that were serving the route, the OG diesels, NG diesels, and whatever. But I probably would have not been comfortable with that anyway, since there's probably a lot of people. Another reason why I'm here is because I want to film a ride on another new Nova hybrid that's on the 63. As I'm speaking right now, where is he? 70 36. Oh, he's at Dundas in Ossington. Maybe we'll see him up ahead, but I don't know if I don't think I'll be able to make it. I'll probably just like hang around here for a bit to give my camera a rest and see what I can find around here. Film some random clips. Yeah, I mean, I'm not in a rush anyway, so I don't think it really matters to me. Especially that I've been out for like 2 hours now. But basically, the 63 is my only way out, so yeah, because it'll take me directly to my hood. So anyway, enough of that. But yeah, again, all this here used to be old factories and industrial buildings, and now condos have taken its place. It's crazy to see how the area has just progressed like so freaking fast over the past decade. Mind-blowing, man. Even Toronto has a lot of areas that have just been gentrified, even the east side of downtown. And the South Core District, City Place, where I walked by on Friday night. I remember when I was a kid, I might have visited a couple of condominiums my mom's co-workers lived in. One of them, at least. I know I went to one on Fleet Street, or was it around? I can't even remember, but it was definitely around this area. And man, the views of downtown, the lake, are just extraordinary. Like, I don't even know what to describe it. But I've already talked about the pros and cons of living just west of downtown, or even in this general area. I wonder how expensive it is to live here. Probably a lot. But I probably still wouldn't live here, because, you know, you're still in the old city of Toronto. You're not too far from downtown, and of course you're just walking distance from exhibitions. So how loud do you think it's gonna get? There's a EPA 10. Of course, that bus is gonna lay over at Atlantic Avenue, which I forgot to mention we crossed. But I don't really mind waiting for I don't really mind waiting for 7036 to come back, actually. Just before I got off the 929, the bus was actually on Oakwood, and so that's really how fast it takes on a Sunday, right? Again, this is all condo central. I believe these townhouses here, I don't know if they've been here for about, they might have been here since the early 2000s. I gotta ask my dad, because I think he's rented, my dad was a real estate agent, and he used to show one of these townhouses in this neighborhood, specifically on Western Battery Drive, which I remember fondly going into one of those townhouses. And I remember watching some of the trains there, because back at the time, there was a railway crossing here, and obviously that's gone now. Oh, and I think I see Strawn Avenue coming up. As I've mentioned, if you look at the street name, you'll notice that you think it's Strachan Avenue, but the correct way to pronounce the street is Strawn. Oh, and I think I need to use the boys' room. Oh, I know there's a metro around here. I'll probably walk up there. Or maybe I've had a lot of... I had a bit of sugar in the past few days. I thought of getting a nice coffee or something, but I don't know. I mean, there's a Starbucks right there. Which Transy again. Oh, he's on Shaw. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to make it. Even if I boarded the bus here, I would still be waiting for about 15 minutes. I don't really see the point. Also, it's unpredictable, so. As we're getting a bit of a cool breeze. It's like 23 Celsius once again for the second or third consecutive day, so at least it's not so humid out. But I think this week it might be a little muggy. Oh, look at that! I was looking for this, the 99-cent Frosty. Every summer I get that. I get the chocolate Frosty. I think I might have one. 99 cents. Because I was looking to buy one last time I went to a Wendy's. It obviously wasn't this one. But, they didn't really have it though. But I think now's my chance. So, here we are at Strong Avenue, and there is the brand new Nova Hybrid. 7036, but I'm not gonna hop on the bus right now, obviously. But why don't we end the video with that? And again, the Princess Gate's just across from the two bridges. They go over the rail corridor. But obviously I already walked through there. But yeah, guys, so oh yeah, this it actually becomes East Liberty Street, but as a whole, I'm still gonna title this walking Liberty Street. So many people here, man. Let me just go over on this side. But as I'm doing that, I'm gonna wrap it up here. So guys, I want to thank you all very much for watching another one of my walking videos around TO. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. As always, stay tuned for more videos. Check out my others as well. Gotta get my second ride of the day on these. And I gotta say, they look a lot cleaner, they look a lot nicer than the previous gen of hybrids. Running this bad boy probably about an hour from now. Oh, that guy was ready to go. Anyway, guys, that's gonna be it. Thanks you for watching once again, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Bye bye. Adios.